Good morning, wrestling fans, and welcome to Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. J.R. Everidge sitting with the G-Man himself. Let me tell you, we've got a good program for you today. G-Man's going to get into that just right now. We hope you've been safe out there. Great to be back. G-Man, a rundown on today's program.
With Eddie Browning being back, we're going to take a look at a match back. It's been a while back. Him with Impact's current star, Larry D. Marty Clay will be up next. And we're going to talk about a few things that's going on with him and Eddie. Then for the main event, we're going to take a look back at in our library at a match with Kyle Maggard versus progressive liberal Dan Richards. Wow. Should be an interesting day.
What an interesting time. Folks, don't go anywhere. Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, we're in your house.
Here we go, folks, back on NWA Main Event. Jason James, Scott Berry coming at you from ringside in Princeton, Kentucky. And Scott, a matchup in the ring like no other, two Kentucky hometown boys.
There you go, that's right, Jason. Two Kentuckians here from the Commonwealth. They're here, Eddie Browning in the red, Larry D in the white, and the fans solidly behind Eddie Browning, although Larry right now with the upper hand early on in this contest.
That's the Louisville Slugger, Eddie Browning, to be correct.
Absolutely, definitely don't want to leave that out. He prides himself on being from Louisville. He prides himself on being a brawler in that ring. He is absolute slugger in that ring, is Eddie Browning. And you can see one more time the crowd getting into the heads of some of these wrestlers here. As they got into the head of Mitch Ryder, right now they're getting into the head of Larry D. And Browning just firing them up as much as he can right here in Princeton.
Boy, I can't tell you, Scott, how exciting it is to be here. Princeton, Kentucky, the Butler Gym, over 1,300 people. You know, they're already calling Mike Porter the promoter of the year just for this show alone.
Well, absolutely. I mean, you can see, look at the reaction from the crowd here. They absolutely love NWA wrestling here, and we're glad that it's main event wrestling that has come to Princeton, Kentucky. And we are absolutely thrilled to be here. We can't wait to be back in front of hopefully even more people, because I know that the fans in Princeton, they're going to come out, they're going to tell their friends, they're going to tell their neighbors, they're going to tell their friends' neighbors how much fun main event wrestling was in Princeton. And folks, you can get a hold of this too. Come on down to Veritas Street off of Nolensville Road in Nashville. You can get a piece of the NWA action and be a part of main event wrestling.
And don't forget, fans in Waverly, we're coming to you very soon. Information after this segment on Waverly, Tennessee, headlined by Jerry the King Lawler. He's coming to Waverly, and he's not coming alone, Scott. He's bringing his son.
Absolutely, that's right. Too Sexy Brian Christopher is coming to Waverly, folks. You can get your tickets and you can get all the information on our website, nwame.com. But back to the action in the ring. Larry D had the upper hand for a second here. It looks like Eddie Browning trying to get the upper hand. Big knee to the chin of Larry D. Pinning predicament, 1, 2, and D able to muscle his way out, tossing Browning off. Missing a clothesline there. Big spinning heel kick from Eddie Browning. This could be it for Larry D. 1, 2, one more time. He's able to muscle his way out.
And now Browning back, and he's got that arm wringer now on Larry D. And Larry D finding himself in an uncomfortable place right now as Browning goes right to work on that left shoulder, bearing all weight down and causing as much pain as humanly possible right now to the left arm of Larry D.
He's got the arm barred. He's putting as much pressure as he can on that shoulder of Larry D, trying to take D out of his element. You can look at the size of Larry D and tell he's going to be a muscle man, and if you can take that arm out, that's going to limit his offense greatly.
And now Larry D able to hit some kind of a drop kick onto the driller, the Louisville Slugger, Eddie Browning. Browning is down for the first time in this contest. Pin attempt, hook of the leg, 2 count. Browning able to get that shoulder up before Jerry Ryman hit 3.
Absolutely. It's going to take a lot more than that to keep the driller down. He's in front of some of his hometown Commonwealth of Kentucky fans here, and he's not going to let them down tonight by any means necessary. And right now, Larry's got Eddie in the corner. just laying in those shots. Irish whip to the opposite side. Larry comes with a big forearm right into the face of Eddie Browning. The Driller goes down, pinning attempt here, 1, 2, and the Driller able to kick out before the 3 count one more time.
And folks, don't forget, yet to come in the broadcast, the Playboy Scott Hayes and it's his brother Chris Hayes teamed together to take on Jeff the Crippler Daniels and Steve O with Dominique the Crippler's Clan. Gold on the line, kick out by Eddie Browning. Gold on the line, NWA Mid-America Tag Team titles.
And it's been a while since those titles have been instituted here at NWA Main Event, and it's going to be an exciting match. Not only because the titles are on the line, but because of the history, the personal history, between Scott Hayes and Jeff Daniels. And you know there's going to be a lot of bad blood spilt in that match. Here we go with the sunset flip from the Driller. Larry D trying to break it up, punches nothing but Matt. Bulldog from an Eddie Browning pinning attempt here. Jerry Ryman for the count. Only a 2 count as Larry still able to kick out before the 3 count falls. Now Browning off the ropes, ducks one clothesline, comes out with a big forearm of his own, and D is down again. Larry in trouble, Jason.
Eddie Browning now seems to have found a second win, fighting off Larry D, has him in the corner. Irish whip off, but it's reversed by D. And now a big back body drop, and just see how hard the Driller hit.
He was up in the air, had a good hang time from Larry D, and you know that's got to knock the wind out of Browning. This could be trouble for Browning here. He looks like he's hurt. He looks like he's in a lot of pain. However, Larry D, classic mistake here, pandering to the crowd, trying to pose, trying to be cocky, and he's just giving Eddie too much time to try and regain his wits, even with those stomps that he's laying in right now.
I think you're right. I think a little bit too much stalling. Wait a minute. Inside.
He's played possum.
That's going to be. He did it.
He did it. Played possum and was able to trick Larry, Jason.
Eddie Browning able to score a victory over Larry D. Folks, no more main event wrestling when we return after this from Princeton, Kentucky.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand. A brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. 2 entities working together to create a product that connects emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow. The wrestling.
Hello, this is former WWE superstar Al Snow and my friend Ed, and you're going to be watching Appalachian Mountain Wrestling every Wednesday night on Hometown 24 at 8 o'clock. Set the dial, set the clock, don't be late, it's great.
Here, Mega the Destroyer.
They're going at it, JR. Marty's getting his breather.
Yes. Hey, it's going to be Clay with the roll-up. Oh, it's going to be Clay with the roll-up. Did he get it?
He got it.
He got him.
Oh,
he got the
God. Oh, my God.
Wrestling fans, we just had the opportunity to see the highlights from the Bobcat Brawl. You were involved as a triple threat match. You came out victorious, Marty Clay.
Yeah.
With that victory in your pocket, you possess the opportunity to wrestle any champion for their title. Have you decided which title you may go after?
You know, JR, with all this craziness going on in the world, I don't really have much time to think about it. I'm just focused on getting back in the ring and coming after the Heat Seekers and getting those tag titles with my partner Eddie Browning. But I will get my singles title shot, and I don't know who it's coming for, but I am coming.
Okay, we wanted to touch base with you on that. We've had a lot of people questioning and writing in, asking, and so forth. So, wrestling fans, here he is, Marty Clay.
Wrestling fans, now the very best wrestling action in the Southeast is at your fingertips. That's right, the Appalachian Mountain Wrestling Network is live and online. See the very best wrestlers today competing in traditional, hard-hitting action straight into your living room. See legends of the ring like the Rock and Roll Express, Boogie Woogie Man Jimmy Valiant, Al Snow, Scott Hall, AJ Styles, and many more.
over 125 hours.
For only $4.99 a month. Yes, it's $4.99 a month. But wait, if you sign up right now, you get a week absolutely free. See the very best from the Southeast and from other promotions all around the world. Go to www.amwwrestlingnetwork.com today. Get your free trial and help make wrestling great again.
Kyle Maggard is used to these types of matches.
Oh, and Kyle Maggard's on it. He's coming to the ring in a hurry. They're not going to wait for the referee.
Bell is ring, and we're ready to rock. Kyle Maggard laying into Daniel Richards.
No time for introductions here as we're immediately off and running, and a vicious attack from Kyle Maggard on Daniel Richards.
And what a way to start things off.
Richards out of the ring and Maggard going right after him here. Cat and mouse referee just trying to keep up.
And Maggard, man, just puts Richards right on the ground.
Just put all of his body weight in there, and out of instinct, Maggard goes to pick him up, but then he decides to let the referee make a count there.
Never know what it'll take.
As he just slams the head into the middle ring post there. And now, right onto the ring apron.
You hear Richards' head coming off the canvas, but he comes back with the kick to the gut, putting Maggard on the ground.
And now a count for Kyle Maggard, but far too early in the match for that one.
Man, Maggard, if you look in his eyes, he has got that fire that when he is on, he just takes it to another level.
What a vicious shot to the gut there by Daniel Richards, puts the big man down to his knees, and now right back out of the ring. Well, they were in the ring for a total of 5 seconds, and now Daniel Richards looking to go out of the ring in a hurry as he dives through the ropes, and both men on the ground now. Referee beginning his count on Kyle Maggard. He's up to 3, and Maggard isn't moving.
Man, oh man, Dan Richards.
Maggard struggling back up now.
And Richards flies off the apron.
Flying shoulder tackle there.
Tackling Kyle Maggard. Richards, one of those guys who also will do whatever it takes, and almost, he's walking off. He thinks he's won it, but Kyle Maggard stirring.
He's coming over here to the announce table. He's grabbing the ring announcer.
He's grabbing a chair.
Bringing a foreign object in here. It's all legal, folks.
And he misses. Maggard picks it up and right against the back.
Daniel Richards retreating now as Maggard's one with the chair, jams it into the midsection and then right across the spine of Daniel Richards.
Man, Daniel Richards regrets picking up that chair now.
Maggard counting along with the referee here. We're up to 5, but Richards starting to show signs of life. Boy, we're barely into the start of this match, and already both men taking a tremendous amount of damage.
Kyle Maggard chasing Richards, and he eats one right to the back.
Richards gets to the chair first and just jams it down onto the back of Kyle Maggard, and you could hear that impact all the way back in Hazard.
Oh my goodness.
He may have bruised the ribs or even broken the ribs of Kyle Maggard there.
Dan Richards, it's anything goes. And, oh no.
Chair in the throat of Maggard and jams him into the corner. Oh my goodness, that could be the end of the match here.
That could be.
could be the end of a career.
Permanent damage from that one. As Richards, if that's not enough, he's setting the chair up in the turnbuckle. And he picks him up. No.
Almost resets the count there. And now goes back to the offense on Kyle Maggard. Maggard in the ropes here, down to one knee.
And Richards going back to set up the chair. Kyle Maggard still basically incapacitated. Kyle Maggard reverses it, sends him flying into the turnbuckle.
And just got everything on that one.
Head first into the steel chair.
And now the referee counting, and Richards looks like he's barely breathing, much less thinking about getting up. Halfway home, referee gets to 5 here. Maggard trying to catch his breath as Richards trying to get out of the ring. It's easier to stand up that way, and now he's back on his feet.
And that's quick thinking from Dan Richards as he grabs the garbage can
and can't get it over. That backfired tremendously on Daniel Richards, and now they're fighting all the way up into the bleachers.
Oh my goodness.
Working their way up the bleachers here at Letcher County Central. Outside of the fan barricade here. A dangerous situation for everybody.
Luckily, no fans allowed to sit in this section. And
they're all the way to the top now.
This one, oh my, right against the steel railing. Kyle Maggard to the bottom of Dan Richards, giving him a spanking.
And now he found a garbage can that wasn't tied down.
And this one, folks, this is here on the AMW Wrestling Network. This is where you see
he
the
throws
most
it again
action
at Kyle Maggard
you could ever see. And Richards with the garbage bag trying to suffocate.
I've heard a lot of people call Daniel Richards a trash wrestler, but now he's really showing it.
Something else here, folks.
Referee counting. He's up to 4. Maggard just took a tremendous amount of punishment.
And Maggard up, trying to make his way down the steps.
Daniel Richards in pursuit here.
In pursuit of the former champ. And he takes one, a huge right hand from Kyle Maggard.
Right to the lower abdomen.
Who's going after the garbage can.
Time to take out the trash. And he jams it over the head of Daniel Richards, and now we're heading back to the ring.
And folks, this is all legal. I mean, nothing anybody can do about it but just sit there and deal with it as Kyle Maggard with the elbow drop.
On the garbage can.
On the garbage can, and the crowd absolutely feeling it, and Dan Richards feeling it as well.
Call Kyle Maggard the trash compactor because he just took it out here. And that could be the match. Referee count going here. Up to 5. Daniel Richards in a garbage can in the middle of Eastern Kentucky on the mat.
Richards always talks about how he wants to reprogram and re-educate the people of Eastern Kentucky. Looks like he's getting a little education tonight via Kyle Maggard.
Non-stop action here since before the bell. These men desperately wanting to hurt each other, but both men refusing to give up as Daniel Richards back up to his feet and the match continues. And oh my goodness, a wrestling maneuver. An Irish whip into the corner and a boot.
And the huge clothesline from Dan Richards. Dan Richards, you look at him, he's a really big guy, Devin.
Yeah, deceptively large.
I mean, he's got a long wingspan. He's tall and packs a lot of muscle with that. So he's one of those guys that just, you look at him, may not think he's as strong as a Kyle Maggard, but as on display here tonight, the things he can do in the ring.
As he jams Kyle Maggard into the trash can in the corner. And now Maggard on the mat, and the referee begins the count.
And he's sitting down on him.
Yeah, got him pinned under the chair here. Referee counting. This is legal, folks. This is a perfectly legal way to try to win the match here. Referee's count getting high, but Kyle Maggard muscling out of it.
What?
That's why you don't skip chest day.
What a turn of events. I thought Daniel Richards had it there. Thought he had outsmarted him. And the liberal agenda. He hits it.
Richards celebrating now up on the ropes. Kyle Maggard not moving, referee counting.
That could be it. That move is put down many a man.
But Maggard,
no quit in him.
the former champion, back up to his feet. And here we go, round 2, but no.
Kyle Maggard's got him up for the bottom. Will that be it?
And now both men going to the back of the playbook and pulling out their biggest moves. Will this be enough?
Finishing maneuvers back to back.
And now Richards stirring.
What are these guys got to do? You know,
all the way to the 9 count.
When it's one of these, when it's this last man standing match, it's one thing to put a guy down for 3 seconds while you're on top of him. But to incapacitate someone for the 10 count, it's so hard. And even these guys, the bottom from Kyle Maggard, the liberal agenda from Dan Richards, just so hard to deal with. And Kyle Maggard.
Oh, a vicious splash in the corner.
Oh, just a freight train.
Richards collapses. Fighting back up to his feet.
And Maggard for another one, but Richards gets out of the way, and what's he got coming? Oh, the flying heel kick there.
Right to the dome of Kyle Maggard, and once again we'll see the referee's count, but here's the thing, both men are on the mat here, but he's only counting on Kyle Maggard.
Richards back up. And Richards furious. Doesn't know what it's going to take to finish this one off. Kyle Maggard into the turnbuckle.
And the reversal by Kyle Maggard puts Daniel Richards in the corner and eats a big boot for his trouble. Now both men just running on fumes as they're trying to find a way to win the match.
And Kyle Maggard catches Dan Richards.
He's going to transition into a powerbomb maneuver here, and he gets it.
Oh, my goodness.
Richards on the mat, referee counting once again. Maggard holding himself up on the ropes. If Richards can get to his feet here, Maggard may not have anything left.
Richards stirring.
9, almost a 10 count, but Daniel Richards somehow gets back up to his feet.
And Kyle Maggard setting something else up again, another big power maneuver here. He's going for another one. Richards over the top. And a second liberal agenda. He hits it.
May have even got some contact on the chair there.
And they are both out of it.
Both men on the mat, referee counting Kyle Maggard.
Richards got the hand on the middle rope, pulling himself up, but Maggard's out cold in the middle of the ring.
Up to a 7 count now. 8. Now Maggard stirring. And we get to 9 before Maggard gets back up.
Richards with the chair.
And now he's going to go for the liberal agenda again, but no.
The chair shot to the skull.
No mercy for Kyle Maggard.
Folks, Richards may be completely unconscious.
Maggard pushed over the edge there. Up to a 7 count now.
And Richards somehow.
And it doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it. But he does. Say what you will about the man, but his fighting spirit cannot be denied.
And he walks right into a bottom. The chair set up. Fights out of it, picks up the chair. Maggard ducks it. He gets himself in the head. Turns around into the bottom.
And that's got to be it.
Is that going to do it?
Both men on the canvas, referee counting both people. Up to 4 now. Crowd holding their breath here.
We've seen them come through so much. Both men stirring.
Maggard back up to one knee. Up to his feet. And the referee gets to 10. Kyle Maggard wins the last man standing match. Daniel Richards cannot make the count. An absolutely tremendous.
We're going to close the show this morning. We're going to talk to Kyle Maggard about his match with Dan Richards. Kyle, come on in.
Hey, G-Man. Great to have me on the program this morning.
It's always great to see you.
Oh, wait, I've been on the program every morning. Well, you boys have been taking it easy, relaxing at the house. JR's been playing whatever.
Well, let's not even go there.
Just real quick, shout out to Doc. Doc, hopefully you'll get off quarantine real soon. Hopefully either the governor will lift it or Sandy will lift it. That match there with Dan Richards at SUMMERBASH, it was a great match. It was fun to beat him up and down all over the building. Last man standing match. There was no rules. I enjoyed beating up on Dan Richards quite well. I mean, I think everybody on national TV has seen me beat up on Dan Richards on several occasions. But we're just looking to get back in the ring. I seen Marty's interview earlier. I'm like Marty and everybody else. We're just looking at the chops to get back in action in front of all these great fans here in Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, all the great wrestling fans around the world. You guys just hang in there, bear with us. Till then, get on the AMW Wrestling Network. You should see the link right here, AMW Wrestling Network. It's free for 30 days. Great content on there from not just us, but promotions all around the world. Superstars like AJ Styles, Scott Hall, Sherry Martell, Hands of Stone Ronnie Garvin, Al Snow, Boogie Woogie Man Jimmy Valiant. I could go on and on. Leaping Lanny Poffo and Randy Macho Man Savage, all great types of superstars in all eras of professional wrestling are on there. So get on there, check it out. It's free for 30 days right now. If you're wanting some AMW merchandise, some Kyle Maggard merchandise, head over to our eBay store. You should see the link right here. If the guy in the tech department can get it right, there should be a link right here. If not, we're going to blame JR. Just because I like good old JR. But anyways, G-Man, fans, we'll see everybody next week.
Stay safe. See you soon.